111, Osei Kufuor, I'm back at y'all again. Yeah, y'all say that y'all know I'm supposed to be gone. Well, I'm back. I don't even know where to start at, man. I'm down in Little 5 Points, Atlanta, and I've run into a lot of ancestors today. In the form of what we call homeless people, in the form of certain people who carry certain energies within their structure, what I call the mind. Now, everything that you see around you, everything that you see, point to that store over there. That store, point to this behind you. This store behind me, and even me. I'm a figment of your imagination. I am a figment of your imagination, meaning that I am a reflection of you. So when we are debating each other, fighting each other, we are really fighting ourselves. See, this race shit that they got us on, this chessboard, this black and white chessboard, this shit here is an illusion, and it keeps you from seeing 97% of what you really are. Your mind is bigger than the environment that you see. But a lot of people say, well, I want to use my third eye. You can't use your third eye looking at race, playing the race game. You can't use your third eye playing the religion game. You can't use your third eye looking through the two physical eyes that's only going to allow you to see 7% of your reality. You say, what? I thought this was an illusion. No, it's your reality because it's being reflected through your mind. Your mind is who you are. Your mind is who you are. So when you lay down with your woman at nighttime and you make a love to her, you are making love to yourself. So if you lay down with a woman and you want to treat her like a dog and you see her as a prostitute, then you are seeing yourself as a dog and as a prostitute. You are a reflection of everything that you come into contact with in your mind. The city that you live in is a mind. So if I go down to 2nd Street, for an example, and this church is on that corner, I'm going into the part of the mind that's still religious in this city. If I go to Little 5 Points, where we have a lot of mystical people here, as far as the ancestors, in the form of what we call homeless people, then I'm going into the part of mind of this city that's on a spiritual level. Even though the religious and the spiritual dwell within the same mind, right? Doesn't mean that they both don't have a purpose for each other. They still have to live within each other. It's just like the soul is in the body. You not the body, but you the soul. And what is the soul? The soul is the mind. I'm not talking about something being in here. I'm talking about something being in here. Your soul don't have 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. I'm gonna say that again, because a lot of teachers got y'all thinking that a soul has 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. It's not. A soul is a mind. Your soul is the universe. This is what you're connected to. The universe that you live in, you are the thoughts that is housed inside of the mind of the universe. So therefore, you are a fragment of the next dimensions that is being manifested. Every time you think a thought, you are creating other dimensions. There's more than 5 dimensions. There's more than 9 dimensions. We are in cities that is in cities right now. We are in cities that is in cities right now. Just like you are a soul that's inside of a soul, meaning you are a mind inside of a mind. You are a universe inside of a universe. You are a dimension living inside of a dimension. So your thoughts. Somebody just asked me, how do you know that we don't exist? I told them because the word exist is European, it's English. So before the word existed, did you exist? Before the word existed, because remember that the English language is not old. So therefore, exist was created in the mind of somebody else. So for the mere fact that you think that you exist means that you are on the frequency of the mind that created the word exist. So you are not existing under your own reality. You are existing under a frequency that got you under hypnosis to think that you are living somewhere where you are really not. You don't live in the United States. I was talking to a brother today under the New Wapians. He's saying that he can't wait to go back to Africa. Well, what you call Africa is closer than what you think. And no more, I'm not talking about America being Africa. Everything that you learn is in your mind. So therefore, when you learn about Africa, you made Africa a reality. Therefore, you can go to Africa standing in Atlanta. You can go to Africa standing in New York. You can go to Africa in the prison system. This is what you call telecommunication. If they were to tear down the pyramids, this 3rd dimension would cease to exist. I'm talking about, when I say the 3rd dimension, I'm talking about the beings that exist in a 3rd dimensional form would cease to exist on the mind state that they are in. You may think the pyramids is just some physical statues sitting up in Kemetic, or Egypt, or in Mexico, or in Cincinnati, or in Virginia, or Florida. or under the Atlantic, the blue pyramid off the Atlantic, or the blue pyramid off the coast of California. See, y'all keep talking about the pyramids in Egypt and Kemet. It's more pyramids, and they are more manifested than the ones that is in Kemet. You niggas are religious. You are the pyramid. You are the pyramid. And the pyramids that you see as statues is a reflection of what you can do pertaining to the pyramids and what they can do. These are thought transfers. A thought is energy. So therefore, you are the pyramid transferring a thought as energy, being an entity from one dimension to another. Your mind has more than one dimension, even though you are in a 3D system. They say you have 7 senses, right? This is why they say you have 7 chakras, and y'all worship the 7 chakras. So you still worship in the 3rd dimension? Why not go beyond the 7 chakras? You have 365 degrees of chakra energy, but you choose to stay within the 7. You choose to stay within the 7. Do you get what I'm saying? I also learned today as well from a brother. He told me that when the sun is at the highest peak, it creates 8 spirals. 8 spirals. This is where I got this from the brother. It's on my neck. It has 8 spirals. It's copper. And you know that the sun has an element that consists of copper. And what do you have in your brain, melanated people? Copper. You have copper sitting in plasma. Do you know what copper can do? Copper, when it comes into contact with certain energy that's going into fruition or into rotation or cosmic rhythm with certain energies of the planets, what it does is it can take you into certain gates. Even though you are here, you are somewhere else. You can leave your body and still be conscious of this 3rd dimension. This is what copper does. This is what the sun does. The sun is able to act as a projector, to project you in many dimensions, even though you are here. All right? So with that much said, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm out. Peace.